Merry Christmas, Flosstube. This is Flosstube number 28 coming to you on Christmas Day 2022. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day no matter how you're celebrating. I'm obviously filming this a little earlier. I'm filming on Saturday. I had planned to do it Friday. Friday got away from me. Planned to do it this morning. This morning got away from me. So this is Saturday afternoon, Christmas Eve. And just wanted to pop in, wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas. I'm doing final preparation. I have quite a bit left to do. I'm not even going to tell you guys. I'm so behind. But I was very grumpy yesterday, and I had to have a little come to Jesus meeting and pray about my attitude, and had to have a little attitude adjustment. And I am happy to report that I have adjusted. I feel like I have crap right there. I have adjusted my attitude, and I am feeling much more festive. I even braved Walmart because I did not have Crisco to make my sugar cookies. So, and it wasn't bad. So there's that. You know what? And I went with a good attitude there as well. Anyway, Merry Christmas. If today is a hard day for you, no matter what that might be, and hard days don't look like what you might think they might look like, just know that you're not alone, and that I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers, and that there are a lot of us who maybe struggle with the holiday for whatever reason. Even surrounded by those you love, you can struggle. So I'm not going to get too philosophical or emotional with you guys, but I just did want to address that, and I hope that I can bring a little light and happiness to your Christmas day, or whenever you might be watching this. You might be so busy. So I'm hoping that this is just something you can watch then maybe next week when things start settling back down. Okay, this will probably be a rather quick video this week. I'm going to show you my one FFO. It's the only thing I stitched on this week. You guys know, leading up to the holidays, it can be a lot. I have heard from a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of friends and family who have agreed that this Christmas has snuck up on us for whatever reason, or just not really in the holiday mood, or whatever it might be. And that has been a little bit me, and I kind of put off some things, and I've had a lot to do this last week, but that's okay. I did get some stitching in. I was able to finish my Primrose Cottage Christmas rules. I'm not totally thrilled with my finish. I like it more now that I've looked at it. I still need to finish an ornament. I'm hoping to do that maybe even later this evening after I finish up the last few things I have to do today. And I have another thing I'd like to finish as well, but I don't know if I'll get to it tonight. Wasn't really feeling the finish, and I think sometimes forcing the finish isn't always a good thing either, but regardless, I do have one to share with you. I'm going to talk to you about my Christmas Day start plans again. I'm going to talk to you about the 12 by 12. This is something started by Kia of Kia Bee on her Flosstube. I know I had a question about that. I had a link to her video in last week's video. Please check that out. I did go watch it, but I watched it on the recommendation of Shortell at Shortell's 141 Design and Jessica the Sweetwater Stitcher, so that I would understand what it was all about. Also, Pam from Just Keep Stitching, I believe, has something about it on on her YouTube, her and Steph's YouTube. I have not found that, or I haven't got to that part in the video. I've watched part of the video, but I haven't maybe got to that part of the video yet. I have not had a lot of time to watch anything this week. But I have heard from those other ladies that that's where you can find the information. And there's a couple of ways to do it, which I'll talk about when we get to that part of the video. So I'm going to talk about my plans for that. I'm going to talk about my New Year's Day plans, and then I'm going to do my giveaways, and I have a few giveaways for you this week as well. Okay, so I didn't even go look if there's any question and answers. So I apologize. I will have to do that for next week when things hopefully are not so crazy. So if you have any questions and I didn't get it answered and you really want to know, please drop me another comment. I'm going to head right to FFOs, and I did finish the Primrose Cottage. I did not bring the chart in here. Christmas Rules, which I only stitched part of it. And a lot of you mentioned that I should stitch the second half to put on the back of this since it's two-sided, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to. Plus, I'm going to talk about some of my changes. So this is the piece. It's from Hobby Lobby. It was from the spring shop. And honestly, now that I look at it more, I like this more. I think I was trying to add too much to it, but I really do like it. So this actually does spin. It's not going to because I have greenery tied up here to the top. I have some floral wire holding that in place, but this is my finish. And I only ended up doing the Christmas Rules, Deck the Halls, Hang Your Stocking, and Spread Joy. That's what fit. Several, I had at least 2, maybe 3 comments said you should stitch the rest of them for the back, which I could. The reason I'm not going to, if this was lower, it might be cute because I could flip it around and look at it. It's up high. It's really high. I will be sharing photos. Oh, that's the other thing. At the end of this video, there will be photos of my Christmas decor if you want to see it. So it'll just be a little to music at the end of this. I'm not going to talk through it or anything like that, which I'll show you where this goes. But I really think I'm going to do pillows. Mostly because the hot chocolate one I want to put downstairs at my hot chocolate bar. And then the snowmen, the 2 snowmen ones, I am going to make into little pillows because I think they'll match. You'll see where this goes. You'll see that it'll match really cute if I have like little pillows tucked into the decor. And basically I don't really need to do the last one, Believe, with the reindeer because I altered the pattern a bit. Do you see the little reindeer? I put them up at the top. I added a little border. I got a little fuzzy. I added a little border here. I know it's kind of hard to see. I just felt like it needed something. I actually just matched this little border from the Christmas Rules pattern. So really fun, really cute. I think my favorite part, so my favorite part prior to the finish was the present. I thought that it turned out really, really nice. But I think my favorite part now is the word joy. I love how the wreath turned out. I did choose to do the word joy in red. So I talked a little bit last week about that I was stitching the words in white, even though it's not my favorite thing to stitch. And it looks so pretty in other colors if you're stitching on something other than black. But with black, the white pops. And I think it will be very easy to read where it's up high. But I thought joy looked pretty like this. So I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I would have been done sooner. I skipped around. So I think I was talking last week that I think I'd finished all of this, but then I kind of stitched just enough down the side to see how much room I was going to have and how many of these would fit. And that's how I determined how many I was going to do. So I ended up stitching this. Then I stitched all of this because I loved it. Then I stitched the stockings, and that section's pretty big, and it was a lot of little stockings, but aren't they cute? And then I did this section last, and I hated my presents, and so I ended up having to redo them, but I like it now. It just, and then I did have to unpick because was something I had stitched starting. I just had like the D and E and deck, and then the H and haul, and I had to unpick that. So there was a little unpicking that had to happen, but that's okay. I love it. I actually really, really love it. This is not something I had intended to even stitch or finish this year, but once I got going, I just really enjoyed it. Minimal colors. I did all different colors. I will have those listed down in the description below. Stitched this on the leftover scrap of black 28 Joblin from my old-fashioned Sal that I stitched that one on. I don't have any left. I'd like to find some more, or I would have started stitching the pillows. I can't find it in stock anywhere. So if anyone knows, of where I can get the 28 black Joblin, could you message me? Because I'd really like to go ahead and stitch up a couple more things to kind of coordinate with this. The other ones that didn't fit on here, I think they would be really cute. This piece is from Hobby Lobby, again from the spring decor shop. I bought it 70% off or something, and I really do like it. I think it's kind of cute and unique. I mounted my stitch with 2 layers of batting underneath on sticky board. I did not mount it on fabric, mostly because I love the chalkboard back of this piece, and I really wanted it to just kind of look like this is on the chalkboard. I didn't really want to add any fabric or anything back behind. These 2 picks are something I picked up like a month or 2 ago, I think, at Michael's. These were from Joann's, I think. I don't know. I think Joann's. So I got these. These bells were from Target. I got the white and red. I bought plenty. I did use the red ones on my old-fashioned Sal. I love them. I kept trying to put some ribbon in here. It kept hanging in front of the words. I didn't like it. It was too much. This is 2 picks that are overlapped. I put them horizontally and glued them together. And then, yes, it's kind of jank because I used floral wire to wire the floral onto this piece, and then I just tied the bells on with some pretty little twine. That's because if I want to change this, I can change the decor. But honestly, I really do like it. I think it looks really cute in its final place, so I will show it to you. But really, really cute, very easy. Colors were all left over from the old-fashioned Sal. I'm guessing that's just kind of my color scheme this year because it was and it was an easy go-to. So that is my FFO. I do hope this week now after Christmas that I will have some time to finish up a couple of my others and to finish stitching a couple, because I have a couple that are really close. I just couldn't get them to you guys for today. And then to FFO the things that I have that are done that I just have not got to finish. So that is my plan for this next week, as I am taking off of work and kind of just doing some other crafty endeavors and things like that. Okay, so I do have a little bit of happy mail. I don't have all my cards because I can't remember which cards they are. If I got a holiday card from you, I sent one to you, and I was all caught up as of yesterday, Friday the 23rd. And and then I set all my cards out. I either hung them on the mantle, and then I had too many and I didn't have room for them. So now they're on my entryway table. And so I can't remember which ones I got this week. And I did go to the post office Friday. I did not go today because they aren't open very long, and Saturday mornings are terrible at our post office. They're so busy. So if there's anything there, I will share it in the next Flosstube. But I have a little Stitchy kindness, and then I have some haul as well. So let's see what we want to do next. I think we're going to go ahead and go to haul, and then we'll do Stitchy kindness, and then I'll talk about plans. So haul, you guys. First up, no, I'm going to talk about this. So earlier this week, I get my hair done on the other side of town, and I went for my hair appointment, and I have been meaning to do this forever, and I never take time to do it. For one thing, I think my hair appointment's on Monday a lot, but this time it was on Tuesday, and I think this shop is closed on Mondays if I'm not mistaken. But I have followed Heart's Desire Cross Stitch Shop in the Wichita area for months on Facebook. And then Denise, one of the viewers here, she flies into Wichita quite often and said that she goes every time she's here. She's talked about it. I have a good friend who lives relatively close to this area. She might be 45 minutes away or something. I'm not exactly sure how far away Eva lives, but she said she stopped in. She messaged me. She's like, "Oh, Nicole, it's really, really good." I still hadn't gone. So Tuesday after my hair appointment, I ran to Target, I ran to Hobby Lobby, and then on my way home, because it was on my way home, I went to the Target and Hobby Lobby on that side of town because they might have other things. 70% off at Hobby Lobby, which they did, and I did get a couple things, but nothing exciting. It really wasn't exciting. I did get a cute sled that my friend Lori picked up for me, but it's not here, so sorry. I think I left it out in my car. Anyway, long story short, Heart's Desire was on my way home, and it wasn't very far off of the freeway or anything, and it literally on my way home. So I'm like, I'm just going to stop. And it is in this cute little area. I took a picture. I had a blast. And I bought a ton of patterns. I bought a couple. They have all the fancy floss. You guys, I don't have to wait for it to come, order it. Why did I not stop there before? I had the best time. I picked up several patterns from my wish list and I decided Merry Christmas to myself. So, and it's a little funny because the gal checking me out even commented, she goes, "Oh, you like with thy needle and thread?" All my patterns, and I did not intend it to be that way, but I am a little bit addicted all of a sudden to Brenda Gervais patterns. So that is what I got. This was on my wish list. It is the Holiday Hoopla Christmas Snowman. I picked this guy up, and I did buy all the floss for this. I think, yeah, it's some Gentle Arts Weeks Classic Color Works for this guy. But I did pick him. I picked up this pattern. I love these hoops. I saw it on somebody else's channel and I absolutely loved it. So I had to have him. I saw it there. Also have seen this a lot. This is the Peppermint Pals Snowman, made into the cutest little pillow for dough bowls. I'm really kind of into the smalls for dough bowls at the moment. So really, really cute. I got that guy. And then I also got Merry Old Soul. Same reason. Kind of thought the snowman, yes, would work for Christmas, but could also work for January too, which when I get to my 12 by 12 and new start plans, you'll see. So I got Merry Old Soul. I got this Be Ye Thankful. During the fall, I saw several of you finish this and I loved it. So yeah, you know me, I still love fall. Oh, there went my phone. So I got that. And then I know I'm only months behind. I know. I was like, I don't need this, but I have kept looking at it and kept looking at it. So I did get Keeper of the Pens because this would be so cute to fill a little bowl in my craft room. I love it. I've seen so many of you finish cute things with it. I mean, so it's a little booklet, has all of those patterns in it. I even have some old buttons and things. So I'm excited to stitch that. I think those will be little quick stitches. And then along kind of the same vein, I loved this one too. The collector, or the collect little pin cushion or pillow. I thought it was sweet, so I got that. Yeah, apparently I had a theme, or at least a designer that I was liking. And then the last thing I got, and this will be one of my 12 by 12, one of these patterns for sure will be one of my 12 by 12 starts, is the Snowball by Brenda Gervais. I particularly love these three. There's also these two on the back, but I really, really love these three. So I'm going to be doing all three of those. So that is my haul from Heart's Desire. If you're ever in Wichita, Kansas, please check them out. Amazing shop. They do custom framing. So I talked about it with my friend Lori, who she doesn't really she has cross-stitched. She just hasn't in many, many years, and probably was never, I'm assuming she was never crazy like me. I don't know. But she's like, I'm going to stop there. So she stopped there too this last week, and she texts me and says, yeah, I spent such and such money. She goes, I guess I'm a stitcher now, which my friend Karen and I laughed because we'd had Friendmas together the week before, and we joked we didn't even have to break out our cross stitch to get her to join our club. So and what's funny, she bought a Brenda Gervais pattern as well. She bought like the flags, the little flags for the dough bowl. I had not told her what I bought or anything, but they helped her pick out fabric, and they even cut it to size for her and everything for her projects. She bought all the floss there. So such an amazing shop. I am going back. I have a few pieces I'd like to get framed that I'm not going to finish myself. So I will be doing that soon. Plus, I saw several other patterns that are calling to me. They're saying, Nicole, come back and buy us. I think they're closed through January 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, and then they'll reopen. So just taking that last little bit of the year off. I just wanted to mention that if you're ever in the area, or you're close enough to drive or whatever, because it's a great shop. The other thing that came this week is Country Cottage Needleworks. What is this one? It's the theater. It's the second in the Big City Christmas series. Have I started the first one? No, I haven't. We need to do a stitch with me, y'all, and start stitching. So I got that. So very excited. I can add that guy to, we're just going to add him to the bag right now so I don't lose him. I noticed that Heart's Desire had these too, which was fun to see. And then Fat Quarter Shop sent me an awesome box, and I wanted to share this stuff with you guys. So they just sent me a few little things. Let me show you the first thing, the big things first. So they have some blank foundation paper. It is big. Oh, so you can make whatever kind of foundation you want with it. I see. Okay. So they sent some 12-inch square blank foundation paper. This is a new product. Oh, I forgot. I didn't even remember to show you guys. So Karen at Friendmas gave me this, and it's perfect. I have everything for today in here. It's actually super handy because I end up with a mess, and my goal is to not have a mess today. All right. They also sent, for my quilting friends, I saw that these were coming out. These are the Triangles on a Roll color-coded washi tape stickers to hold your rolls shut, which is super handy for all you quilters who use foundation paper. And then they sent, I'm really excited about this. It is the dog ear clipper tool. So it cuts off the little dog ears from like half square triangles and things. I'm really, really, really excited to try this. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop, for sending that. And then, Fat Quarter Shop came through. Do you remember I showed you the Stitch Quarterly last week, and I said that I was going to give it away, but I really wanted something in it, so I was trying to decide, and I was going to order this? Well, Fat Quarter Shop sent me the Unstitcher. So, the Stitch Quarterly will be a giveaway complete with everything in it this week for Christmas. So thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. I'm really excited because unfortunately I have to unstitch a lot. And they also sent me this Chicken Club needle minder. Isn't it cute? I am going to offer this as a giveaway this week as well, since I'm not stitching that, and I know some of you are really excited about it, so I wanted to offer that up in case you are stitching and you would like the chicken needle minder to go with that. Alrighty. Let's do a quick happy mail. So I got this really cute card from Janice that she made. So sweet. And Janice sent me two things to share with you guys because she got one and doesn't quilt, and the other one she accidentally got two of. So the first thing is the 3.5-inch square in a square foundation paper. So this will be a giveaway today. Thank you, Janice, for sharing that. And then she said she accidentally bought two of the January Stitching with the Housewives month to month, and so it's just the pattern, not the floss. So this will be a giveaway today as well. All right, So let's talk about Christmas Day plans, New Year's Day plans, and 12 by 12, which is the New Year's Eve. First up, Christmas Day plans. I did a cute little reel this week. I don't do very many reels, but I did do one. I'm going to be starting Cup of Christmas Cheer by With Thy Needle and Thread. So excited to start this. All my floss. I need to figure out my fabric. I know what I'm using. I just need to find it. So I'm excited. I am going to make mine into a pillow. So super, super excited to get that started. Probably will stitch on that this week. Still trying to enjoy the Christmas before I take all the Christmas down. So that is my Christmas Day start. And let's talk 12 by 12 and then I'll do New Year's Day start. So 12 by 12. This was started by Kia of Kia Bee and Pam of Just Keep Stitching, I think last year. And it was 12 new starts. So 12 new starts by 12 midnight. So starting at 12 noon, going to 12 midnight, each hour you start a new start. Now, this year they're not changing it up completely. I believe Kia is doing 12 new starts, just like they had done or, kind of originally planned. So each hour she'll do a new start. I think Pam, if I'm not mistaken, is doing 12 whips. And there are different hashtags. I will be putting all of them here on the screen so that you can use them and follow them if you want to see what other people are doing. Some people, then I heard it mentioned, we're going to do like a half and half, 12 or 6 new starts and 6 whips. That's what I decided to do. I didn't, to be real honest, I did not want to go prep fabric and floss for 12. I'm sure I have 12 new projects I could start. I did, and I kind of had to pare it down because I thought I can start new projects anytime. Let's work on 6 that I already have going, and I can start 6 new ones. So I'm going to talk about my 6 new ones first, just because that's how they are here in my basket. And then I will show you the 6 whips I think I'm going to work on. This could be subject to change, but I don't think so. So the first one, I'm kind of looking towards January. I'm going to start the January by Salt and Pepper Stitching. I love the snow globe. I picked up all the floss. The only way I won't start this, I did order some fabric from Fat Quarter Shop. It has shipped, not here yet. If it doesn't arrive, I may have to swap it out for something else. That's okay. I don't get too bummed out or upset about that unless I order something on December 3rd and it hasn't shipped and it was guaranteed by Christmas. And it was a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. And I've contacted the company twice, and the first time they didn't answer, and the second time they told me they were unprecedentedly or whatever busy. And I was like, but you guaranteed it. And then they ship it when I get mad. And it's not arriving by Christmas. I won't say the name of the company, but it's fair to say that I won't buy from them again. And I let them know that because their ads are everywhere and I was very disappointed. I think I know who owns the company. I think it's a little subsidiary of a bigger one, and she might be getting a message from me because I was pretty mad. I was pretty mad. I think it's crummy to promise something and not deliver. And December 3rd. I didn't order it December 13th. I didn't order it during the Frosty Freeze week either. So that I would have understood. If it was shipping during that week and the weather was horrible, I'm super understanding. But man, that made me mad. I digress. Christmas spirit, Christmas spirit. Okay, my other new start, the Primrose Cottage Sip and Stitch Snow Place Like Home. I told you there's a theme. I'm definitely looking towards January stitching. I'm going to get a start on this. And of course, it came with the floss. And I'll grab some fabric from my stash. I'm going to prep everything this week. I'll probably show it again next week. I did hear an interesting thought. I don't think it was Chantal. I think it's somebody else she knew who said that they were going to actually put a few stitches in their 12 new starts so that when that hour hits and they're moving on to the next project, they don't have to figure out where to start and they can just stitch. And I thought it would be awesome to do that and to also have my needles all threaded and ready to stitch. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll let you guys know for sure in next week's Flosstube, but I'm almost positive that that's what I'm going to do, is put a few stitches in so that it's started, and then I'm going to have my needle threaded, ready to go, ready to roll so that I can get as much done as possible. I'm really excited. I'm going to make food in the morning, like finger foods and stuff, and keep them warm, like in crock pots or whatever, and have veggie trays and whatnot, just so you can just snack real quick and, you know, get back to stitching. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Yes, this is what I ordered from Fat Quarter Shop, but they sent me the wrong pattern, if you remember from last week. Well, it came, so I kitted up this one as well. Winter Wishes and Snowman Kisses. Lots of smalls. I really, really want to fill a dough bowl with these. I really want to fill one with like the Christmas things too and whatever, but I have some plans. I kind of think that will be the theme of next week's Flosstube, is talking about monthly plans for 2023. Okay, my other new start. I don't even know how many I've shown you. 3. I digressed with my story of being upset. Nope, that was 3. This is 4. Yes, I know where we're at. So definitely, this is the Stitching with the Housewives January month to month. I'm excited about it. I just showed you it. Here, this is a better one because this one has floss in front of it. So more snowmen again. But I love it. Really excited. So I'm going to start that guy. And then it depends on if I get started with the department store this week, but I am going to stitch on this. I want to get Big City Christmas going because now I already have 2 patterns. So that is number 6 for new starts. All right. I'm just moving things around in my bag. Whips. So I want to work on my Shine On cross stitch sampler from Bonnie and Camille, because now that I've been to Heart's Desire, I'm gonna have them frame this bad boy up when it's done. So this is gonna be priority. So here's where I'm at. We'll see what I can get done in an hour on New Year's Eve, but that is going to be one of my whips for New Year's Eve. I should also mention that this basket is going to be ready to go. Each of them are going to be in order, and I am just going to pull the bag and start stitching. Pull the bag, start stitching. That's my plan. Number 2 whip. Never got back to it. Little House Needleworks, Rudolph sampler. I was on a roll and then the holidays happened. So I'll show you where I ended. I should have a lot to show you, not this next week, but well, I hope I have a lot to show you this week too, but the week after. So that's where I ended. Very excited to get back to this guy. Guess I didn't mention what I'm stitching on. I'm pretty sure the Shine On is 25 count antique white Lugana. I am just going to look. Yep, 32 count platinum is Rudolph's sampler. Called for floss for both of them. Not changed up anything. Number 3 for the whip is my Stitching with the Housewives month to month October, because I've got quite a bit of this one done, so I want to keep working on it. It's the only one that I've managed to get quite a lot done. Here's where I ended off on that guy. This is 25 count antique white Lugana. So that will be my 3rd whip. And I don't think I'll probably change these, but Hands-on Design Season 2, A Year of Celebrations. I am so far behind. I'm hoping to stitch on this week and maybe at least get one completely done and start on another one. But I will show you where I'm at. This is 25 count. What color do you think it is? Is it Prim? I think it's 25 count Prim. So here's where I'm at. Yep. August, July, August, and September. That last quarter of the year. Didn't go so well for me, did it? I'm really hoping to get some stitching in on this guy this coming week. Want to get caught back up on him. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I not count? It's a real possibility, y'all. It's a real possibility. Okay, that might be 11, so I might need to reevaluate. I thought I counted correctly, but apparently I didn't. That's okay. It's a lot. I will have the exact list. I'm also going to show you my planner page for that on my planning channel prior to next week. It should come out here early next week when I kind of finalize and everything like that, when my fabric order comes. And I will have them written down. I'm going to kind of, again, next week, I will go through exactly what I'm doing. I just wanted to kind of share it with you in case you want to play along as well. It's going to be really fun. Okay, last thing is my New Year's Day start, which I know I'll kind of pop in before New Year's Day with my next Flosstube, but I wanted to share this. This is the Silver Creek Samplers Give Greatly. This was a gift I received for my birthday. I got the fabric and the floss. It is 18 count Vintage Country Mocha, which I think was the called for on this. I think everything was the called for. So I am starting this on New Year's Day, and this will be a January whip. But I still can't. It was literally the biggest surprise when I opened this, and I'm behind. But I was writing thank yous this week to mail out, and it just literally kind of brought tears to my eyes. I know it probably sounds silly, just that someone thought of me that I don't know. And so I'm really grateful. Thank you, because it was one of the nicest things I received. So thank you guys. And there were several really, really thoughtful things I received for my birthday that were from complete strangers. And it was lovely writing out thank yous and kind of remembering that, hanging my ornament on my little crafty tree in my office and all of that. Okay, enough, because I'm a little emotional. Holidays make me emotional, so we don't want Nichol blubbering and crying. All right. Let's go over last week's giveaways, and I will do this week's giveaways. And listen to my stomach growl. That's fun. Okay, quickly, I do want to say I still have 3 outstanding giveaways from Flosstube 24, where I did the 12 Days of Christmas giveaways. I want to remind everyone that if these are not claimed by the 31st, by the end of the year, that I will pick new winners for that first Flosstube back in 2023. So really quick, the rotating 12-inch cutting mat from Fat Quarter Shop goes to Patrice Dodd. The So Scrappy Spools pattern goes to Kelly Horn, and that's starting in January. So let me know, because I'd love to get that sent out so someone else can participate. And then the Jolly Box, which sold out very quickly, goes to Kathleen Shortell. And if I don't hear from you 3 by the 31st, I'm going to pick new winners from that video. Okay, last week's winners. So the winner of the Little House Needleworks Grandpa's Pickup is Arlene Curry. Arlene, if this is your comment, please email me at the email in the description, and I will get this mailed out to you next week. Number 2 was the Primrose Cottage Christmas Barn pattern donated by a lovely viewer. Both of these were donated by viewers, by the way, the first two. That is Sharon Clark. Sharon, if this is you, please email me at the email in the description so I can get that out to you. And number 3 was the Primrose Cottage Tree Farm. This goes to Whitney Labby. If this is you, Whitney, please email me. And this was an accidental, Fat Quarter Shop sent me the wrong pattern and told me I could keep this one, so I'm passing it along to one of you. Email me at the email in the description box down below, and I will get that mailed out. Okay, that was last week's giveaways. A little reminder before I do this week's giveaways. You must be a U.S. resident. You must be over 18 because I have to ask for your address. I would appreciate it if you'd like the video and subscribe to my channel. It's not mandatory, but I would appreciate it. And this isn't mandatory, obviously, but I would like it if you try to win something, if you'd come back and check. Because I have like I said, I had so many outstanding. I've heard from a lot of you. So thank you to everyone who got with me. I know this is a crazy time of the year. That's why I'm giving so much extra time. I usually don't give this much extra time, but I know a lot of people are super, super busy. Okay, so this week I'm going to do 3 giveaways. First up, from Fat Quarter Shop, we're going to give away the Chicken Club Needle Minder. If you would like this, put a number 1 in the chat. Don't write out the word 1. The random number generator is not going to pick that. And don't put a hashtag, please, because it kicks it into, I have to manually go in and check those comments. I think it flags them. You can do 1, 2, 3, since that's how many I'm giving away today. You can just say, oh, I just want that. So put a number 1, whatever it might be. Oh, and I forgot, I wanted to answer this question if you don't mind, because I love reading through everybody's comments. Thank you guys for answering if you were going to do a Christmas Day start or not. It was really kind of divided, pretty much 50-50. Some people are way too busy. Some people said absolutely. I loved reading everybody's comments, so thank you so much for participating and answering those comments. So this week, I would love for you to just kind of let me know what your goals or plans for 2023 are. Do you want to do the 12 by 12 start, or do you just want to concentrate and have one big new start? Maybe you started on New Year's Eve. Do you have a big project for 2023? So it's not a super, just tell me what your plans are for 2023. I would love to hear. Okay, so number 1 was the Chicken Needle Minder. Number 2, Stitching with the Housewives, January month to month. This is going to be one of my new starts. I'm very excited about this. Number 2. And number 3 is the Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly, the full thing. And I'll remind you, you get the bag. You get the Lady Claus pattern. You get my neighbor's dog who keeps barking. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. You get the minty green opalescent 14 count Ada. You get the floss and a needle. And that adorable little unstitcher. And last but not least, the Lady Claus Needle Minder. Such an awesome little gift. So I would love to gift this to one of you. This is number 3. So put 1, 2, or 3. I hope everyone is having a very, very Merry Christmas. I am going to sign off. I will be back next week. I will have more in depth about my 12 by 12 as well as 2023 plans. I'm going to talk to you next week about like daily plans. I want to get back to things like Witchy Wednesday, Santa Sunday, things like that. So definitely going to talk to you about that. I have another thing that I want to, it's not anything new. I would like to do flags on the 4th with Primrose Cottage, started that. Lindsay at Primrose Cottage started that. And I would like to start doing patriotic stitches on the 4th of each month. So just little things like that, and I will go over that with you next month. I will have an end of the year video just for planning and showing you my plans. I have lots of new videos on my planning channel, either up or coming, showing my planning pages and how it's working for me. And so far, I'm really, really loving it. It definitely is kind of helping keeping me organized. Got new planning pages for all of these new projects. So until next week, again, Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you get some stitching time in, if not today, sometime this coming week, and I will see you all again next time. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, click that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to always be notified when I have a new Flosstube stitching or quilting video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.